On the ground. First. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series. He was all over that one. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he put it out front for the line drive knock.
Pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Empieza a boca. Vamos. Muévete, muchacho. Pasa por ahí. Todavía no se ve bien porque lo mismo prácticamente.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Next offer in there for a strike. Strike one. The pitch. That's ripped. Base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Willie Adames stands in. In the air, right field. Bats on the move. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Throws it away. He pulls into second as a run scores on the play.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Next to hit, Jackson Chourio. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you have to quiet that down a little bit.
One run across in the frame so far here in Game 5 of the NLDS.
One ball.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Yelich coming home. He'll score, and they lead by 2. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Jake Bowers, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Ground ball right side. Throw on to Freeman. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Brewers 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in LA, getting the nod in this one, Freddie Peralta.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
We go to the bottom of the first. And down to shortstop, Tommy Edman. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Here's the 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that just misses.
It's a good take.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with two strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the two-strike approach.
Big swing and a miss.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one. Punching out the first two hitters of this ball game, and somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. The Brewers leading by 2 here in Game 5. Just misses with that one.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's a...
Back here at Dodger Stadium. New inning getting started. And now the DH, Rhys Hoskins. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Hoskins, in his 7th season, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. This one in the air. Edman in position. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. And there's a strike.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
One down, base is empty. This one lifted in the air, left field. Hernandez flashes the leather on the running catch. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the rookie third. 14s. Right through there for a strike.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Two outs, base is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count 1-2. Pitch. Fights it off. You'll see another. Caught him looking for the K. Brewers go down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing.
That spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. James Kingsley.
He'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with him.
Here's Muncy to hit. And a big swing and a miss. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Swings and chases a low one there.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Lifted in the air out to left. Yelich makes the catch. 2 down. The batter now, Smith. The catcher. The Brewers up by 2 here in this decisive Game 5. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss at one above the zone.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Dodgers down in order. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. And here it comes. Ground to the left.
Yeah.
To the outfield, base hit. So start the inning.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you
Yeah,
get back to the dugout. Just find a hole, right? That's the name of the game as a hitter, and obviously there are better ways to do it than a scribble through the infield, but sometimes you get lucky just putting it in play. And now they've got some speed on first. So get them into motion. This might be a situation that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful there.
Over to Edmund. On to Freddie. Double play.
Sometimes you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute. Right there, really nice footwork. Good feed to second was the key.
Yelich stands in here. Swing there, but went around.
Yo ya le compro la orden ya cuando no hay cuarto.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt. In the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind.
And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Dios mío. Siempre como le deja caer la cosa.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the rookie DH, Andy Pajas. That's inside.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just a bit, so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Dice por el medio hoy. Está marcando una hoy, igual.
The 2-1.
That's the location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
And a swing and a miss. Well, there's one away.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Enrique Hernandez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And a foul ball. The Dodgers down by a pair here in the last half of the 3rd. That bring misses, and it's 1-2. Right side. Trier on his way over. Snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Gavin Lux. late on that fastball.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail things here 2-0. Pitch.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Hard hit left side. Muncy sends it to first. Leadoff hitter.
Good execution.
And first offering is fouled off. For Clayton Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. One of the best pitchers of his or